So Donald Trump is now telling advisors he wants the U.S. out of Syria. Well, this is an interesting report. Trump ordered the State Department to freeze more than $200 million in funds for recovery efforts in Syria. Now, this is being spun as a bad thing. They're saying, I can't believe he's freezing the funds, $200 million for recovery in Syria. Because they say, oh, this is to go and make sure we hold areas that were held by ISIS. So that money is to prevent ISIS from flowing back in and taking over the towns. However, I think Trump is probably right to freeze these funds because, and here's the reason, a lot of the rebels we funded in the first place are jihadists. So what? He's cutting off funding to other jihadists who were going to take over area that was held by an even worse jihadist group, ISIS? It's like, that. What a weird thing to get outraged by. Instead of the Democrats screaming, hey, get out of Syria completely, they're like, you should really spend that $200 million to hold towns that are, I don't even know why we're there in the first place, but you should hold those towns. Damn you. No, listen. Yes, ISIS has largely been beaten back in the region. What they don't tell you is who really did it. You know who really did it? The Syrian army did it. And the Kurds did it. And the Shia militias did it. The people who are in the region on the ground did it. That's what happened. It wasn't the U.S. with our fucking bumbling drone war, which kills more innocent people than it kills terrorists. It wasn't that. You think these geniuses have fucking strategy? We covered a story from a few years ago about how Pentagon-backed rebels in Syria are fighting CIA-backed rebels in Syria. These fucking geniuses, you think they're the ones who are responsible for a military victory against ISIS? My ass cheeks, they're responsible. They can't even arm one side of a fucking conflict. They end up arming both sides of the conflict. And then furthermore, broader U.S. policy points to the fact that it goes even deeper than that. I mean, half the time, the U.S. government would say, hey, man, look, we don't want Assad to fall because ISIS is on the other side. And then the other half the time, they were arming jihadists on the other side who were fighting Assad. So which is it? Fucking pick one. So we shouldn't have been in there in the fucking first place. Listen, it used to be called common sense that the only time you use unilateral military force is when there's a threat of violence against EU. There is no threat of violence against us from Syria. It doesn't exist. And then half the time when we're in Syria, we're backing jihadists. Fucking David Petraeus floated we should arm Al-Qaeda to fight ISIS. Are you kidding me? The same people who attacked us on 9/11, now you want to give them weapons and money? Get the fuck out of here. But this is the kind of shit that they talk about because they think they're geniuses. And it's the military-industrial complex. They think we run the world and we're the smart people, the elites who get to decide everything. And we're doing such a fantastic job. Really? You are? While fucking Flint, Michigan doesn't even have clean water? And meanwhile, you want to send $200 million to arm questionable rebels to hold a town from other questionable rebels. Fuck off. Fuck off. So the resistance should be, get out of there completely. And that's how I'm going to resist Trump right now. Because this is bullshit. Trump's like, well, I'm going to tell my advisors, we should really get out of there. You're the president. You're the commander-in-chief. Why are you asking people? Why are you talking to people? Do it, bitch. Do it. Get us out of there. Get us out of, do it today. You can do it. You can do it today. You didn't get congressional approval to go into Syria. You don't need congressional approval to get out of Syria. Get the fuck out of there. You're the president. You tell John Bolton. Guess what, motherfucker? I know you've never met a war you didn't like. And I know I just hired you because Trump's an idiot. But step aside. We're getting out of this one. We're not interested. We're getting out of this. So, I don't know. I hate all this fucking, he does this all the time. NAFTA. If those Democrats don't do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to fucking get us out of NAFTA. Bitch, do it. I wish you would. I wish you would. I'm going to huff, and I'm going to puff, and I'm going to blow your house down. What's with all the talk? What's with all the talk? What's with all the talk? You're the president. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. And then, listen, some people will fire back. Now, on the issue of war, it's not a question. He could get us out today if he wanted to get us out today. So not even entertaining that conversation. On other issues, yes, it's an open legal question. I don't know, could Trump get us out of NAFTA? Does it require an act of Congress? Okay, there's an open conversation there. I'm willing to admit that. And it does set a bad precedent if the president says we're going to pull out of it. But you know what? If you were to pull out of it and then you say, sue me, in the eyes of the public, they go, okay, I like this guy because he did something that's going to help the American people, okay? But now the system is fighting him, and it only proves that narrative that he's been pushing for the longest time. Oh, the deep state is against me, and the elites are fighting against the people, and here I am representing the people, and they're all coming after me. But no, Donald Trump is all talk. He's all talk. Oh, I'm going to get us out of Syria. I'm going to get us out of Afghanistan. Anyway, I just increased in Afghanistan, and I just increased in Syria. But I'm going to tell you, I told my advisors, like, we should get out of Syria. So why the fuck did you just send people there? Why the fuck did you just send people there? We should really get out, I said as I kept fucking sending troops in. This is exactly what President Obama did. Exactly what he fucking did. It's called mission creep. Look into it. Oh, yeah, we should really get out of there. I mean, it's stupid that we're there in the first place, really. But is anybody watching? Okay, send 3,000 more troops. That's what this is. So you know what? Fuck them. They're all the same at the end of the day on war. They love endless wars. Sure, there's slight differences. From the Democrats, you get a little bit more of an exercise of soft power, which it's almost fucked up to even refer to it as soft power, because if you're one of the kids who just got obliterated under one of those drones, it don't feel like soft power now, does it? But that's what they say is, oh, we'll just use drones in more places. And sure, we don't get any declaration of war from Congress, but hey, all we're doing is airstrikes with fighter jets and some drones, and that's it, so we're better. And then the Republicans are like, okay, let's ground invade everywhere. Can we start a war with Iran tomorrow? Can we fucking start a war with North Korea tomorrow? So yes, there's differences, but at the end of the day, it's two pro-war parties. It's just a different number of wars between the two. Hey, what do you want? You want 8 wars, or you want 7 or 8? You pick. Democrats will give you 7, Trump will give you 8. What do you want? That's the difference. And the difference is you want just drone strikes, you want drone strikes and ground troops. I want the option of getting out of all of those places right now. So give me that fucking option, and I don't want to hear your bullshit anymore about, well, maybe we'll leave. I'll tell my advisors. Shut the fuck up and get us out.